Oh, I'll Zena, thank you.
Thank you. He didn't get a chance to announce, but this speech is for nightclub owners and people who work in the bar industry. So that's what you guys will be for a pretend audience for. So raise your hand if you have a liquor license and liquor liability insurance, also called dram shop insurance. Okay. And keep your hands raised if you're secure with your insurance that you have right now.
Oh,
All right, put your hands down. Was there any reason why?
yeah, I got a good agent. They know what they're doing.
You got a good agent, okay. And after I started working with Boris, I decided to make the nightlife insurance my specialty. And dram shop insurance is the main coverage that you'll need to keep your doors open, but today you'll hear about other coverages that you'll also need. And trust me, you'll be surprised when you hear all the things a dram shop does not cover. So, Boris, he was one of the first nightclub owners that I worked with. 6'3", solid muscle, with a let's get it done type personality. And he was an inspiration for the program that I developed that you'll hear about in a few minutes. And I imagine he's probably similar to some of you. He's been in business for several years, so dram shop insurance was just another check in the box. You know, something that you have because your liquor license requires it. So I met him at his bar in Blue Island, and I got there early because I wanted to evaluate the exterior for glass coverage. So there I was, got my tape measure out, I'm measuring his storefront window, because glass coverage is one of those coverages that I know he'll need, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't have it. Most business owners don't have it. All of a sudden he stops me and says, Zena, my dram shop policy's up for renewal, it's way too much money, that's why I reached out to you, I just want to save some money. I wanted to tell him, you know, Boris, disgruntled customers will come back when the business is closed and bust out the windows. But I could tell by the look on his face that now was not the right time. So we go inside and I go to work. And for 25 minutes, I give him a top to bottom evaluation of his entire business, not just the liquor portion. I started by asking him, hey Boris, do your customers ever get overly aggressive with your staff? Zena, sure, of course they do. And I guess maybe you can identify with it also, but I'll just ask you. If a drunk customer gets into a fist fight with your bartender and breaks your bartender's nose, will the plastic surgery and lost wages be covered by dram shop insurance? No, that won't be covered. You'll need workers' compensation insurance for that. So we continue on, and Boris shows me his e-flyer. For special events like New Year's Eve, Boris likes to bring in a mixologist. Have you heard of them? Well, they specialize in making fancy drinks like pumpkin pie margaritas, and actually they're becoming a really big deal in the nightclub industry. So I asked Boris, hey Boris, if one of your fancy drinks poisons one of your customers, will that be covered? No, that's not going to be covered either. You're going to need foodborne illness coverage. And I'm pretty sure at this point you're like, okay, that's a lot of different coverages. How am I going to remember all that? You don't have to. Don't worry about remembering anything. That's my job. So we continue on, and he gets a phone call. I think it was his manager. I really didn't want to be nosy, so I tried to tune it out. Until he said, hey man, don't worry, I'll send one of the bar bags to Liquor Depot. I thought, what? A bar bag driving for business purposes? I wonder if Boris knows the risk he's taking. I mean, even the most minor accident equals lawsuit when you're a business owner. But I thought, you know what, Zena, don't jump to any conclusions. You have no idea. Don't assume anything, just ask him. So I asked, Boris, whose car is that bar back going to be driving? Well, Zena, Depends, either his car or mine. And Boris, would you happen to have any business auto coverage? How many people here thinks Boris does not have any business auto coverage? 8 people. You 8 people are correct. He didn't have it. People, if you're going to have your employees driving for business purposes, you'll need 1 or 2, or some of you might need both business auto coverages. If they're going to be driving their personal car, you'll need something called non-owned auto coverage. If they're going to be driving your personal car, then you'll need something called owned auto coverage. And those are more terms that I'm throwing out at you. But don't worry, you don't have to remember them. That's my job. That's what I'm here to do. So probably at this point you're thinking, that's a lot of stuff. There's a lot to consider with nightlife insurance. There's absolutely no way that I can think about it all. And you know what? I was thinking the exact same thing. I couldn't help but wonder how many other Borises were out there. You know, nightclub owners who had their dram shop insurance, but were operating in the danger zone because they didn't have all the other coverages that come along with it. So that's when I created Beyond the Bar. It's specifically for the nightlife industry, and it covers all the liabilities that may come up in your business. A few days later, I got a call from Boris. We actually updated his entire policy to fit his business, and he's been my client ever since. And once you start using, you work hard for your business. Let me work hard for you. So, and once you start using Beyond the Bar, you'll have a clear list of what you need for your business. You'll have peace of mind, and you'll know that you're covered. And just to let everybody know that I'm 100% serious, I'm giving away free Beyond the Bar evaluations. There's a list going around. So for every person that's on the list, you'll get a free Beyond the Bar evaluation at a time that's convenient for you. So get your name on the list and truly go beyond the bar.